It's Thursday here on Speaker Success in the Morning. We got a great show for you. It's time for Law Talk. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, successors? Welcome to Speak Your Success in the Morning. Y'all, this is your favorite morning show. And y'all, we got a great show for you today. Today is Thursday, so you already know what that means. This is that time where we dive into Law Talk with attorney Fred Jones. We got a great show. We got some amazing topics for you. And you know, we got to make sure to keep you educated, got to make sure to keep you empowered. But lastly, y'all know we're going to keep you a little bit entertained here on Speaker Success in the Morning. So let's go ahead and dive into the show. You know, we can't kick this thing off without bringing out my co-host. Come on out, producer Britt, talk to the people. How you feeling this morning?
Good morning. Good morning. Happy Thursday, y'all.
Happy
I'm here on time.
Thursday.
I'm
Happy
here on
Thursday.
time, Jonathan. I'm here.
Okay. Here on time, girl. Got a coffee,
I think it was
everything.
like,
Okay.
yes, I got a coffee mug of the day. It's just Ozzy. My little black
Girl.
cat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Latte,
Yeah,
little
okay.
foam in there. Yeah.
Girl must have had a good day yesterday. Okay, so let me get in bed early tonight. So
I
make sure I'm
did.
ready
I,
for the
I
show tomorrow.
laid in bed and I watched Happy Gilmore too.
Happy Gilmore 2. What's your take? One to 10. What are you giving Happy on number 2?
I guess, going based. Okay, I'm not going based off anything. I'll give it I give it a 6.5.
Okay. I was wondering where you was about to go. I was like, hold on.
Yeah. No, I
That's
wasn't gonna
fair.
give it anything above a 7. Like it's not above that. It's just, hey, throw something on, in the background, laugh a little bit.
Exactly.
That's it. And
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
wasn't mad at it, but like we were explaining about the whole algorithm thing with the movies. But
Yeah.
overall, it was fine. I just wanted to watch it, be a part of the conversation. So I put my little
Definitely a
time in.
conversation starter because I think they said there's over 80 cameos in there. I saw
62.
that somewhere.
62.
Okay, 60. Okay, over 60 cameos in. But that's crazy. Cameron in there with the podcast
I
in there. I'm
know.
like,
I
what
know.
is
I'm
going
surprised that
on?
Mace wasn't in there either, but
Yeah, Mace
uh
probably won too much money.
right.
Uh,
But
so
yeah. Overall it was cool. It was good. Glad I watched it. Just wanted to be part of the conversation whenever it comes up. So did my
for sure.
homework on that for sure.
Okay. Well, okay. Anyway, well, I guess we can go. We can roll into it. We can roll into the
Oh,
show.
okay,
We can
okay,
roll into
okay.
straight. We can just go ahead and roll into straight from the source. So we leave ourselves a little bit of time for these topics that we got going on in the news. And today for today's text, I wanted to I wanted to break down. I wanted to break down a popular verse, at least for me, is Philippians 4:14. Well, 4:10 through 14. Can we bring up 4:10 through 14, Britt? And y'all, the reason why I want to bring up this verse is just as I have just seen like a lot going on as of late, and it's easy to become so greedy for stuff. It's easy to become so greedy for life. But this past week, in the content me and Britt have been talking about, just been talking about reflecting and being grateful and operating in that space. So let's go to the text and see what the text says. And once again, this is Paul in this text as he's just sharing, and it says, "But I rejoiced in the Lord greatly that now at last you have revived your concern for me. Indeed, you were concerned before, but you lacked an opportunity to act. Now that not that I speak from need, for I have learned to be content in whatever circumstances I am, right? Not some circumstances, not only doing good, not doing bad, but in whatever circumstances I am. I know how to get along with little, and I also know how to live in prosperity. In any and every circumstance, I have learned the secret of being filled and going hungry. Paul is giving these two dynamics, which I love, both of having abundance and suffering need. I can do all things through him who strengthens me. Nevertheless, you have done well to share with me in my difficulty. Y'all, Paul in this text, he's saying, I've learned what it's like to have. I've learned what it's like to be in need. And this is a time, and this is in text to where Paul is actually sharing this from prison. Yeah, imagine the mindset that one would need to be in one of the spaces that can be considered the lowest space of their life. But still, they're saying, I know what it's like to still feel abundant. I know what it's like to be content. Y'all, the challenge here today is based on where you're at in your life, right? Maybe you just got the new job. Maybe you just got laid off. Maybe, whatever your situation may be. But the challenge is always having a level of awareness where you are. And then from that point, saying, how can I focus on being content right where I am right now? With everything that I have, with none of the extra things that I might desire. But how can I be content? And the reason why I want to talk about that is because y'all, contentment is never complacency, right? Being content is saying where I'm at right now, I'm cool, right? I'm cool. But it's not being complacent saying this is where I'm staying. This is where I'm gonna be. This is where I'm gonna camp out. Being content looks like you just being able to celebrate the current space and current state of where you are. So I wanted to just share that because it's so easy to want to compare and want to contrast other people's lives, seeing other things that other people may have. And then we may, if we're not careful, I know for me personally, at times, it's easy. If I look on social media too long, then I'll begin to desire something that somebody else has. Or I'll say, man, how'd they get that opportunity? I want that opportunity. I'm just as good as them. I don't know why I couldn't get that. But no, 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 no. It's not about me living their life. It's about me living my life and me owning where I am today. So the challenge is, just as it said in the last verse, nevertheless, you have done well to share with me in my difficulty. Either you're in a situation where you might be content, which is great, but then that means there's somebody either connected to you or maybe one or two connections down from you who might be going through it. They're trying to figure it out. They're fighting and they're tussling with their own lives, trying to navigate. Like, how can I be at ease and be at peace where I am? And this is the opportunity where we can share with them, right? You can share with them your testimony. You can share with them your experience, and you can share with them ultimately how you got to be in the spot that you're in, right? Of being able to operate with an abundant mindset, even though it might not look like that financially for you right now. So, y'all, this is all about teach one, reach one, because at the end of the day, if we learn something and then we share that message, now we can continue to keep that impact going and we can truly, truly impact those along our journey. Family, this has been straight from the source. We're about to take a quick commercial break and then we're going to get to dive into today's Law Talk with attorney Fred Jones. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back with more Speaker Success in the Morning. Looking for an exciting workout that's not only fun but makes you feel alive? It's time to step up your fitness. Extreme Hip Hop with Treese, that's your answer. This isn't your typical workout. Extreme Hip Hop with Treese is an energizing step workout that combines simple moves with fresh beats, both old and new, creating an atmosphere that makes fitness exciting. With a focus on all elements of fitness, cardio, muscular conditioning, flexibility, and balance, you're guaranteed to burn calories and get addicted to the energy. Extreme becomes your safe space, which is a welcome environment where everyone is accepted. It's where you can let go of those worries of the world and focus on getting healthy. Ready to get energized? Join Extreme Hip Hop with Treese today. Family, welcome back. Welcome back to Speaker Success in the Morning. Today is Thursday. We're currently 10 minutes after the hour. Gonna get ready to dive into this content today. We're gonna get ready to talk a little bit about law talk. A little bit about law talk this morning. There's been a lot of stuff, Britt. There's been a lot of stuff happening in the news, man. A lot of
Oh,
stuff
really?
happening in the news. News been moving. News been grooving. So
Oh, really?
yeah, yeah. You ready to get
You
into it?
think
Ready to get
so?
into it?
You think there's a lot
I'm
happening?
I mean, I think there's always a lot happening in the news. It's just, based
Definitely.
on, where we're located, we're gonna see certain stuff, and some stuff might not cross either our timeline or even our TV screen. Because I don't know how many people sit down and watch, like your traditional TV from time to time. So,
Hmm.
there's no telling there. No telling there. Attorney Fred Jones, welcome to the show, sir. Welcome to the show.
Top of the day, top of the day.
I like that hat, sir. I like that hat, man. You
I
wearing
know.
that hat. You
I
wearing
like
that
the hat
hat.
today. I like the
Got to
color.
hold on to the hat. They got to hold on to the hat. Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, that's your brand. It's part of your brand. Part of your brand. Oh
Definitely.
man. So kicking things off, right? Kicking things off. Um, and I'm just gonna take the topic from the top, and I'm gonna give a snapshot for the people who might be joining us for the first time or might just be coming into this conversation. So we're gonna talk a little bit about Shannon Sharpe really quick. And so the is this the snapshot? So Shannon Sharpe, pro Hall of Fame football player, has 3 Super Bowls to his name, and he transitioned into media where he joined First Take in 2023. And then after that, he ended up he after leaving FS1, which is undisputed, where him and Skip Bayless they co-hosted
You
a
giving a
show
rundown
together.
of his life?
I'm just no, this is
We
this
know
is
who
good
Shannon
information.
Sharpe is.
Everybody don't know who Shannon Sharpe
All
is.
right, go ahead,
Everybody,
Jonathan.
a lot of people just found out. But
All right,
he hosts
continue.
Club Shay Shay, hosts Nightcap with Chad Ochocinco. And before this lawsuit that he was facing, he was rumored to be in talks for $100 million podcast deal. Okay, so now, so now there's been a settlement. There's been a settlement that was being made, right? As of what the past lawsuit, and now less than two
Well,
weeks
describe
after
the
the
lawsuit.
settlement.
Describe the lawsuit. You described his whole life.
Let
Keep going.
say. Okay, look,
Yeah.
I'm just saying the people need to know this. The people need to
Okay,
know
well, the
this.
people need to know
Okay,
what the lawsuit
all right,
was. Come
let me
on.
break it down there. So, in April, what took place was there was a woman, Jane Doe, right? She sued Shannon Sharpe, and she was seeking $50 million, accusing them of rape, sexual assault, battery, and emotional distress.
And he was already going
From
to pay her $20 million.
Man, that's crazy though. Yeah, he was already
Mm-hmm.
gonna pay. He was already gonna pay her that 20 million, but they said that wasn't good enough. And this took place during their relationship. Well, this from the alleged incidents, the relationship that was from what late 2023 to early 2025, which Shannon Sharpe denied all these allegations, calling the complaint a shakedown. So now,
Well, she
July.
accused him of rape.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
said.
yeah.
I said
Yeah,
accused of rape, sexual assault, battery, and emotional
that's two
distress. Go
different
ahead,
things.
Britt.
Okay, no, keep going.
No,
Yeah.
I said he denied all allegations and he called
Okay,
the complaint a shakedown.
all right,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
now, hmm
And now they settled the case out of court. Lawsuit was dismissed with prejudice, and they closed the civil claim permanently. No
hmm
financial details were disclosed, although earlier, like you said, they previously offered them $20 million on the front end, which they said, nah, we not rocking with that. Dad,
but she got $23 million. That was
well,
the
the case. Well,
settlement.
they settled for 50. I mean, but they
They
settled for
said
50.
no, she didn't get 50. She got 23, or so, yeah, she got 23 million.
Oh, okay. I thought that's what I said. Settled for 50.
She was
But go ahead.
seeking 50, like you said earlier. You said she they said 20 million, and then she said, and then the lawyer got greedy and said, "Nah, do 50." And then when that came back, and then she got $23 million. We even said that on the show because we were talking
Where
about
did
it.
we? Oh, where did we
Yeah.
go? There we
So
go.
20 it was 23 million. That's what she got, and now he just got fired by ESPN and he's not coming back. So that's what the whole situation is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dad.
So okay. Okay, your turn.
As this is coming to a close from what started seemed like forever ago. Uh,
Yeah, it does.
from your perspective, what can we take away? What are you seeing? Talk to us, Dad. Talk to us.
Okay. Oftentimes we need to understand the rule of the law. What is the purpose of law? Law and lawyers and law enforcement are community healers.
Hmm.
We heal the community. We bring order to the community.
Mm-hmm.
We help you sleep at night. Oftentimes we lose perspective of that. in when we're looking at these cases. Americans are starstruck. We love our stars. We love the highlights, right?
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, Lady Justice supposed to be blind. She blind for some people, but she ain't
Mm-hmm.
blind for everybody. So we just apply the rule of law. And then here's something else, okay? Remember, lawyers and law enforcement, all that whole process is for healing. Number one. Number two, we got to
Mm.
realize that law, the business community is different from the political community. Okay, what
Mm-hmm.
we're talking about here now is a business issue, and the business is what? Media.
Mm-hmm.
The business is what? Entertainment. Okay, so now we have a star here that's causing some unwanted attention to our business.
Mm-hmm.
You done gave us a black eye. You done gave us a bad name. And anytime you bring up the word rape in some charges and allegations, and there are women involved, and women are part of your company, there's gonna be some swift, decisive actions taken. And I think that's what we've just seen. It doesn't matter who you are, you're not bigger than the brand. So when you get out of line, we're gonna lay down some decisions that's gonna put you in check. And we ain't
Yeah.
forgot. We ain't forgot about your previous disputes.
That's true too, because that, cause, and that's also one thing I saw in that article that I was reading from the New York Times, is the fact that previous suit is still unsettled with the young lady who, they were allegedly live streaming, them having, engaging sexually, right? But nothing has been shared about either that being settled. And even further, Shannon Sharpe said, one thing I saw he said was, he was like, hey, I'm taking a break. I'm taking a step away from ESPN. We're gonna take a break, but I'll be back before football season. And no,
Yeah, saying that is crazy. Saying
for
that
for
is
him for
wild.
him to say that, I was like, oh wow,
You're very
that's
Well,
that
confident.
that's strong. That's a
well,
strong agreement.
whether he said it or not, I don't think that would have changed the decision.
I
I
agree.
think they would have decided to do that anyway. Now,
Mm-hmm.
what the previous encounter that I was talking about is that when you have a confrontation with your co-host and it goes down ugly and nasty, the confrontation with Bayless,
Mm-hmm.
that didn't
Uh,
do him any good. That didn't help him. Having the all those little things are blemishes on your record.
I agree.
And like we say, they say what happened in Vegas stays in Vegas. They used to say that, right? What happens on the internet stays on the internet. They say that,
Mm-hmm.
right?
mm,
So when you have these little glimpses, these little bleeps on your record, all of that stuff is cumulative.
Mm.
mm,
There's a
Yeah.
man.
buildup here.
And it matters with a company like Disney. I mean, it's Disney.
It's a family
It's a
company.
family. Yeah, you got to think about all of that goes into it. They're like, we can't
Yeah,
support
yeah,
him. Yeah.
yeah.
So,
Right, right.
I mean, they made the right decision.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
All this goes
Yeah, that's
back to
unfortunate.
what you talk about right here, guys, and that is what you all are doing. You got to build your own brand. You got to build your own platform. It's nice to be on somebody else's stage and somebody else's platform, but they can pull the rug from under you any moment. You step out of line or any moment you flinch. So you got to
Mm-hmm.
keep that in mind and always be building your own brand, build your own platform, build it from the ground up. And when you build it based on the people who are supporting and following you, then you have a platform to stand on. But if you're building on somebody else's platform, then that's like trying to build a three-story house on a vacant lot,
Right.
and you don't have the first and the second floor in place.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All
Oh
right,
man.
Jonathan.
Yeah, so that really, wraps him up. And hey, I
I just
just
wonder
hope
what's
hope on
next
his
for. Yeah,
side.
I just wonder what's next. I mean,
I mean, because
obviously
he
he
still he
has
still
his
got the show. He still got the
shows.
show going. Both
Yeah.
shows going. Yeah,
Yeah.
which
No, but
which
just
me and you
like
have talked about.
yeah. But
Go
just
ahead,
like
go
your
ahead.
dad was saying, it's a blemish on your record. and it was like you were about to get $100 million contract.
Mm.
Now you're not.
Man, and
And now that R words on your record, that's a whole situation right there.
damaged goods. Yeah, now people can look at him and easily, take that value down if they even decide to work with him at all. So yeah, that's crazy.
I wish I
That's
could
crazy.
ignore this point. I wish I
Talk
could
to us,
ignore
Daddy.
this point.
Talk
But
to us.
folk, we got to realize that there's a different set of rules that come
Mm.
into play
Mhm.
when you're dealing with somebody that looks like you and I. Now, somebody else can go out there and do something, and they can become the president of the United States
Right.
and wipe their whole record out, right?
Mhm.
But let you and I stumble, it's a different brand, it's a different
Yeah.
world. So
A whole
that has to
different set
come
of
into play.
rules.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whole different set of rules,
Mhm.
unfortunately.
Right.
So we just have to keep our nose clean.
I
Wow.
agree, Attorney
Wow.
Jones.
Man. Wow.
All right,
Man,
number
that
2. Let's go, Jonathan.
okay. I was about to say something. Okay, we'll pivot. Okay, so Gilbert Arenas. Gilbert
Mm.
Arenas, who who's known, the guy Hibachi, phenomenal basketball player. But in this
Great
in this
podcast setup.
situation, yeah, amazing podcast setup. But today, news comes out that Gilbert Arenas, so former NBA standout Gilbert Arenas, was arrested July 30th, 2025,
Yes.
after a federal indictment accused him of running a high-stakes illegal poker operation from his Encino mansion from late 2021 through mid 2022. All right. So prosecutors say that he and others hosted a pot limit Omaha game, charged a per hand rake, and employee staff, including women who served and provided companionship, paying a cut of their tips. Arenas is facing 3 federal charges, each carrying up to 5 years in prison, and pleaded not guilty before being released for $50,000 bail. Trial is set for September 23rd.
Um, um, I mean, everybody be running games. He just got caught, in my opinion. I mean, they all running games. They all be running games.
Man,
I mean, I don't know. Maybe somebody was in there and I don't know. Maybe somebody was undercover and they caught him. I don't know, but I know it was
yeah.
4 other people arrested as well. It wasn't just him. So, um,
Of course, he makes the headline though.
of course,
You
of
know,
course, of course.
yeah.
Okay, Attorney Jones, I'll go. We'll go to
Michael
you first.
Jackson said it best: the bigger the star, the bigger the target.
Mm,
Mm,
Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson made that statement.
mm,
I don't care how awesome your career is.
mhm.
I don't care how many championships you have accomplished. If you have poor personal character, it's going to come out and it's
mm.
going to cancel your career. Poor character will always cancel a career. We see this over and over and over again. And unfortunately, these young men just don't have it in them to rise above the temptations of life.
Mm-hmm.
This particular case feels just like Michael Vick case. You
Mm.
have these bad people around you, and you go out and you're doing you got these hobbies and these habits, and you got more money than you got mindset to go with the
Right.
money, and you
Mm.
just having fun doing something. I think this was the same guy that brought a gun into the airport, right?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
He
He
brought
brought
he brought a gun into his locker room. Brought a
a
gun
gun
into
into his
his
locker room.
guns into his locker room. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
same guy.
So,
Hmm.
what you do in the dark is going to come to the light, and there's no right way to do the wrong thing. And we
Yeah,
just have to walk according to the law, because when you're high profile, then the bigger the star, the bigger the target. So
this is
all
true.
of these characters, a lot of this is just same story, different star.
Mm.
Same story, different star.
Okay. Yeah, and then also in the details, just like producer Britt was saying, there were 5 others arrested, including Yevgeny Gershman, alleged Israeli organized crime figure, facing additional marriage fraud charges.
Messing with the mob is crazy.
Mm, yeah, 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 And I mean, I follow Gilbert Arenas on Instagram, and I saw yesterday a video posted of him running down steps and saying, "I'm free, I'm free, I'm free." So, Dad, this guy is one who he trolls the internet. He loves to troll the internet. Any story he finds about anybody that he finds, to where he can just get some engagement, talk about it. He always brings that out. So, in terms of the personality, yeah, I don't know if his personality is going to help him out in this one, but this is just not looking good, right? Because they're in his mansion, and how can you say, like, how can you say that I just let y'all use the mansion? I didn't know what y'all was using it for, or you
Yeah,
know.
because it says right here, according to the indictment, Arenas rented out his
Hmm.
I can't pronounce that. Rented out his house, and one of his associates staged the mansion for the poker games, recruited co-conspirators to host and collected rent from the co-conspirators on Arena's behalf. So it seems like he wasn't necessarily there. That's what it seems like.
Well,
Uh-huh.
but keep in mind, guys, in a
Hmm.
criminal case, you got to prove your case beyond a reasonable doubt.
Mhm.
Beyond a reasonable doubt. Now, everybody felt that Diddy was just done, right? We stuck a fork in Diddy a long time ago,
Mhm.
but
Yeah.
Diddy prevailed. I won't say that this man will be convicted. Okay, watch this. I'm going to say he's already lost. Anytime you're caught up in an indictment like that, you're going to lose, okay?
Mhm.
But you may not get convicted. He may
Yeah.
not get convicted, but he's going to lose. He's going to lose time. He's going to lose resources. He's going to lose his reputation, but he's going to have to fight. So he may not get convicted. He may lawyer up, get the best of lawyers, and the
Mhm.
prosecution may not be able to prove their case against him. He's just been indicted. An indictment does not mean a conviction. You can
Got it.
indict anybody on anything almost. All you have
Mhm.
to do is find, enough cause to prove to a grand jury that a crime is likely. That's an
Mm.
indictment. Now you got to bring that thing all the way through the process and can prove that beyond a reasonable doubt. And even though he may have
Mm.
blood on his hand or he may be not the best person, that doesn't necessarily mean he's going to get convicted of this. Doesn't mean he's innocent
Interesting.
either.
True that. Yeah, I understand it. Jonathan?
Yeah, definitely don't mean the innocent, but yeah, it's just it was just a lot to see, right? Just like I said before, you see this, and just like we talked about the other day, Britt, and we talked about, although we talked about celebrities passing away in threes, but then yesterday when I
Oh
was on the
yeah.
internet, and then just seeing, it was like just seeing these events just happen, boom, boom, boom.
Mhm.
It's like, Lord have mercy, get out of the public eye, or just get it together. I don't know, just
Yeah.
just get it
No,
together.
it's get it together because, like Attorney Jones was saying, like you got all this money, but you just don't make it make sense at all. Y'all just do the craziest stuff with the money. And then, you get caught up in stuff like this. So, yeah,
Mm,
But
got me.
what we overlook sometimes is that every day
Mhm.
in courtrooms all across America, in
mm,
states all across America, in cities all across America, young men and women are being convicted of the same or similar charges every day.
Mm.
But they're
mm,
not the stars. They're everyday people.
yeah.
And that's a problem too. So it all builds up to this, but at the end of the day, you got to keep your nose clean.
Keep your keep your nose clean. Speaking of keeping your nose clean, in other news, all right, in other news, so there are reports from Deadline. It indicates that President Trump is seriously considering granting a full pardon to Sean Diddy Combs before his October 3rd sentencing. Combs was convicted on July 2nd, 2025, on 2 counts of transporting individuals for prostitution, though he was acquitted of more serious sex trafficking and racketeering charges. The conviction could bring prison time, but speculation now centers on whether Trump will step in with clemency. Trump has pardoned high profile figures before, including January 6th defendants and reality stars. So uh, now, hey,
Mhm.
Dad, what are your thoughts here? Like, uh, Just with
Okay.
Trump, it just seems like he's a I don't know. So let me the quick
I
super quick
mean,
story.
he getting the people that's just like him out of jail.
I
But go
mean
ahead.
it. I
Hello.
mean, it's just like
There it
he
is.
just allowing himself to be a savior, like just allowing himself to be a savior. Like, oh wait, wait, wait,
He just
wait.
helping his friends out. That's all he doing.
Birds of a feather flock together.
If you had unlimited get out of jail free cards, I'm passing them out, man. I'm passing
Yeah,
them out. I'm
yeah,
passing them
yeah,
out.
yeah.
Yeah.
Passing them
This
out.
this
All they
this
do is
this
sign
is
a paper. Mm-hmm.
this is political leverage. It's a political trump card.
Yeah.
Uh,
No pun intended. Okay.
no funny thing.
All right. Okay. A pardon is a forgiveness. To whom much is much is given, much is required. Mr.
Mm,
Trump has been forgiven, so he's gonna forgive some other people, and he's gonna
mm,
help all his friends. And he know he don't have a whole lot of black support or African American support. So for
Mm-hmm.
him to pardon somebody like Diddy would be to drive away to for him that would give him leverage with a demographic that he's perhaps weak in. What he wants is
mm.
popularity and approval, and he's getting it through controversy and strategy. Trump is a mastermind, and I have all respect for that. But it's gonna his pardoning is just it's forgiveness. Okay, it will stop judicial review. There will be no more review of the Diddy's case, the federal
Mm-hmm.
charges, if the president pardons him, and it's going to minimize the penalties from his case. And it's a statement to the public that he's good. This guy's good. Thumbs
Mm-hmm.
up, Mr. Diddy, thumbs up. And so it's a public purge when the president pardons you. There's a lot of benefits that go with that.
Can,
So,
what are
oh,
oh
oh,
go ahead, Britt, go ahead.
so what? Okay, he gets pardoned for these cases, or yeah, for what
Mhm.
he just got found guilty for. What about the civil suits? He has like over like 60 civil suits. What will happen
They
to
will
those?
proceed. They will
Okay.
proceed.
Okay.
The civil suits will proceed. In the law, what is it that makes the plaintiff whole? In a civil suit, you got a plaintiff and you got a defendant. What's going to make the in this case, Mr. Combs is a defendant if he's got 60 or more lawsuits. Only thing that's going to make the plaintiff whole is for Mr. Combs to empty his pockets. He's got
Mm,
to pay in the civil cases. The civil cases are all about the money. Criminal cases are about your freedom. Will you
mm-hmm.
get to go home? Civil cases about your finances. Will you be able to keep your money? Okay. So
Wow.
freedom in
Mm.
criminal cases, finances in civil cases. So the civil cases will proceed, but the pardon it stops any penalties, stops judicial review of the federal cases, but it doesn't impact the civil cases or the civil cases nor the state cases. It limits
Mm,
it's a limitation on what the president can do in that regard.
gotcha.
Mm.
Well, he has the money for all those 60 civil cases, so I think they just gonna go. I mean, he just gonna pay him. That's
Yeah,
Man.
well,
basically.
he may not just pay him; he'll probably fight back
Mm-hmm.
well,
Win
he's
a
gonna push
couple, pay
back
a
hard.
couple. Yeah.
And
Hmm
then
hmm
prolong some.
Exactly,
Mm-hmm.
Prolong until it gets
Mm-hmm.
exactly.
tied up and then move on. Man.
Yeah.
Well, hmm
Man, the legal game is interesting, Dad. The legal game is interesting because there's some stuff I never understood. Like I never understood. I'm like, why do they keep pushing the case back? Why do they keep pushing the case back? And then eventually, one side either just continues just to have their legal team support, and then
Mm-hmm.
when they finally have the case, we can't find evidence or we can't find witnesses, and
Mm-hmm.
then certain stuff just moves on. But
yeah,
the legal game is interesting.
it's adversarial, right? It's adversarial. The game in law is adversarial, and it's all about coming to a conclusion, coming to an agreement. Okay, parties are opposing one another, and in the legal profession, we're the only profession where people stay up all night trying to figure out how you're going to make the other side fail. You're always looking for strategy, and
Mm-hmm.
so you got to find that agreement. And when you can agree or settle, agree and compromise, then you can wrap it up.
Hmm. Okay.
Makes sense. Makes sense. All right, John.
Speaking of Trump, one other thing I want to hit on with Trump and just the news. So this was earlier this week, but Trump signed an executive order July 24th. It was titled "President Donald J. Trump Saves College Sports," where the administration says
Oh.
recent litigation and NIL chaos, producer Britt's favorite NIL chaos, threatens the viability of collegiate athletics. And the order bans third-party pay-for-play deals while allowing legitimate fair market endorsements, and demands that schools with more than 125 million in athletic revenue expand scholarships and roster spots in women's and non-revenue sports by 2026 season. And lastly, it asks federal agencies to clarify athlete employment status, to protect amateurism, and to coordinate legal defense for institutions under Title IX and antitrust law. So Donald Trump is saying, "Hey, we're gonna take out pay for play," uh, even though I feel like this was already understood. I feel like this was already understood.
What
But
is the
once
pay for
again,
play? What is that?
so pay for play really is like, I mean, basically paying. Let me just read the article. Let me just read the
No, you just
information.
tell. Okay. Tell me
Okay.
basically what you.
Well, I mean, like I mean, like from my understanding, basically pay for play is like you showing up at an event, Britt, and I'm paying you, as opposed to, in terms of like NIL, as opposed to you actually doing something for me to pay. So like you doing a summer camp and then you getting paid by a
And the
donor or by a
students were
sponsor.
getting paid.
Student athletes, yeah, by way of, by way of either like sponsors, like collective donor, different things like that. Yeah.
Nah, nah. I would have
No.
signed it. I would have signed it too. No, no. I don't like the whole NIL
Oh
situation
goodness.
anyway, Attorney Jones. So I'm not for it.
Well, it's a hot topic, right? And
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Sanders and several other people have really brought it in the spotlight, right? Um, when it boils down to it, somebody's getting paid, and why
Yeah.
not pay the ox that's treading the grain? And
Mm,
in this case, the ox is the athletes. They're the ones
true.
whose bodies are being abused and bumped up and bruised. They're the ones who's going to be kicked to the curb once they get a broken toe or a broken ankle or a concussion and they can't play anymore. Nobody, the college is not going to be anywhere around. The board, the athletic directors are not going to be anywhere around when their bodies are no longer functional and they're not able to show up on Friday night, Saturday, or Sunday. So I,
This is
I'm
true.
I'm for them being paid. They have to be responsible. If they're an adult, you're 18 years old and you're an adult, it's on your mama and your daddy and your family to teach you how to manage money. So if you don't, if that's your problem. If you don't know how to manage your money, you
Mm.
got to you somebody we got parents got to take responsibility for that. The young man or the young woman's got to take responsibility. That's not the government's problem to teach you how to manage your money. and
Mm,
and who am I, or who should set a limit on how much money somebody can make? Where did that come from?
mm. Well,
Mm.
so
Because
yeah,
they
so
because they're I mean because they're 18, 19, and
That's
then
an
their mama
adult,
just
though.
I know I agree with you,
uh,
but I'm saying then they get the money and then, I don't, mama, daddy, hey, we're moving up now and now they mooching off the kids and then on top of that, the kids they leave the school. If they not
kids are leaving
if they
schools
don't
now,
get enough money,
man.
Attorney Jones, then they're like, "Okay, well I'm leaving." And it's like, how can you just leave? I just spent all this time recruiting you, getting you here, trying to get these sponsors to pay you this money, trying to get the school to pay you this money, and then you just gonna leave. And then they leave, they go do the same thing at another school.
Why not?
Yeah,
How long does an average American stay on the same job today? We don't
true.
stay
But they're
very
supposed
long.
to be in school.
Oh,
They're supposed to be in
Well,
school.
school.
That's what I
I
said. The
don't.
student whole student athlete's gone.
Is school really functional today? Is school really functional? Do we need a college degree anymore? In the age of AI, do we really need schools the way schools have been functioning, teaching people to go and get ready for a job? I
For
think we
oh,
certain
need.
for certain professions, you got to go to school. If you want to be a
Well,
lawyer, you got to go to school.
Well, that's because the law has given lawyers a monopoly on the law. We have a
Mm,
monopoly. Only lawyers can practice law. You and I, if I help you do a legal brief or something,
mm,
I'm helping a non-lawyer practice law. So we got a monopoly on that profession, and that's not necessarily right.
mm.
You
Jonathan?
So
can
what?
practice
Look.
law with AI now.
Oh my goodness, that is a good point. That's a good point because what, Britt, like you said, lawyers, doctors, like engineers.
So
But yeah, man.
why go to college? Go straight to the league.
I
If they
If
mean,
you're
well,
want
you
to
you
that
go,
got you
good,
got
go
to
straight to the
though.
league.
But you still have to
Change the rule.
the
Change the rule. Just let them go straight to the
no,
league, and then
you gotta have them change the rule.
they ain't gonna never have no body parts because their body ain't ready for that. Their body not ready for that. They do 1 year in college and they want to go to the league. They don't have. They're not built up for that yet, and then
The
they think
majority,
it's
yeah.
okay to go school to school to school to school to school. You're never gonna build your body up to get to the league, even if that's your goal. If that is your goal, if you just bouncing around and you trying to collect as many checks as you can, hey, get your money. But I'm just saying, the ones that are trying to build themselves up, go to the league, bouncing around school to school to school, collecting all the money, uh, uh, uh not playing because some of them just don't play if they don't have that whole situation with the guy that he was like, no, y'all didn't keep y'all promise. I'm not playing.
Mm,
That's a waste of my time as a coach. And some of the coaches don't even want to coach because the kids aren't motivated when they go to the gym. They aren't motivated when they go on the field because why? They just got a deal yesterday for $50,000. So it's like you feel that you've accomplished everything that you wanted to do. You want to make $50,000 two times over, however many times you get a deal,
mm,
fine. I'm gonna go look for the kids that really want to grind and really want the hustle and really want to go to the league because those are people that are gonna put in time. Y'all not putting in your time. Some of y'all already come from money. Y'all don't care about it. You just want more of it, and you just being greedy instead of actually playing the sport. Play the sport. Play
So
the
some
sport.
so some of that yeah could be agreed, but to your point though, some of the coaches don't want to coach. Get out the profession. If you're a coach, it's you're paid.
That's what
You're
they want to
paid,
do.
but you're paid. Get out then and let the
But
other
Jonathan,
coaches
you've
who
even
can.
seen it. You've seen it. You're like,
I
Britt,
I
that's
know.
bad. You said that's
I
bad.
know. I did say it's bad, but I'm also
It's
not
a
a coach.
horrible. Yeah, you're
I'm
not a
not.
coach,
I'm
but
not a.
you've played
I'm not a
basketball
coach.
before.
I've played basketball before, but I also played in a different era, just like you did. It's a different time now. It's a
but
different.
we
Dad, what
all
you got?
shop, don't we? We all shop, don't we?
Yes.
Why do
Yeah,
we
producer Britt
shop?
really shy
To get
to
the
to to
best
get to
deal,
get to get
right?
yeah to get the
Hmm.
best deal. Uh-huh.
What's wrong with them shopping to get the best deal for their athletic career?
You can get the best deal before you sign paperwork. You can find the best deal before you sign paperwork. And I think once you sign the paperwork, hey, you gotta stay here. You gotta stay here. Cause now you put my job on the line because you ain't staying. That's
But
The
that's
a,
not.
rules,
They're not
the
worried
rules are
about that
changing.
though.
that's what I'm
Yeah,
and
the
that's a
ru-
problem. That's a
no,
problem is that you're not
it's
worried
not a
about it.
it's not a problem because they're still operating under the rules and under the
Cam,
guidelines that are
Cam and
set.
Coach Prom just talked about
Uh,
this how it's ruining everything. They don't even need proper agents to represent them. It can be you, it can be me. And there's no cap on what limit they can make. These people, they're just saying these wild numbers for these brands and these companies to give this money to these kids. And in the NFL, we just talked about this, Jonathan, on Friday. In the NFL, what's the deadline? What's the line for them? 3%. And that's by law. NIL, there is no cap. Anybody can make as much
That's
money off
true.
these kids as they want to. So
For
who
agents, that's
knows?
true.
Yeah, so who knows if it's a kid? Who knows if it's the person that's in their ear saying, "Hey, go to a different school. They gonna give you $1 million over here. Hey, play a little bit over here, and then let's get in the transfer portal and do this, that, and the third." That's bad. That's
I don't.
bad.
I totally don't agree, producer Brett. I'm gonna push back hard. Here's
Okay.
why I totally agree that they should get all they can while they can,
Mm-hmm.
cause they ain't gonna ever become an NFL head coach because
The
they black.
coaches make less than the players sometimes.
I know, but they're not gonna come into a fair situation. The rules are not fair. They
Mm,
are not fair. and they're not going to get a fair chance, and then they're not going to own an NFL franchise. How many
That's
of
true.
people that look like you and I own NFL franchises? We'll never get to the top of the ladder here. Therefore, if there's an opportunity at the bottom of the ladder, let's
Mm,
load up and do what we can and take advantage of the moment if the rules are in our favor. As long as they're abiding by the rules, then play the rules, play the game. And then he who played by the rules, they win the game until they change the rules. But
Hmm.
it's a hairy situation.
It
But I think everybody's got
is.
to look out for their own interests.
you got to look out for your own interests because at the end of the day, yeah, a lot of them aren't even going to go pro in the first place. So they could take advantage of an opportunity for the 4 to 6 years that they potentially have because you
That's
can go to JUCO
crazy.
too. You can go to
Yeah.
JUCO now too, and they consider
That's
this training time, and they
crazy.
not even counting them years in JUCO. So you can go to JUCO if you get some NIL deals, then you can move up and then go, Division 1, 2, 3, whatever. But now is that time. Right now is that time. So yeah, to your point, yeah, their bodies might not be ready for except for the anomalies like a LeBron James and like a Melo and like a Kevin Durant, like these individuals who are highly, highly, highly skilled going into college for just a year just to show what they can do and then bumping up. But for the rest of them, I would say get that bag because when you go to the NFL, NBA, whatever, or if you don't, that money that you're gonna get working a regular job, what, $12 an hour working at Home Depot, $12 an
They
hour
ain't
working at
getting
Lowe's
regular jobs, and you know that. After
after they
they play, they are
graduate,
not getting regular jobs. They're in
after
you.
they grad,
You
but
know people that play sports in college and they don't have regular jobs. They go right back into the athletic system. They go right back into it. Player
as you
development,
should if you
player
can,
develop. Okay, that's what I'm saying.
if you
If you're a
can.
college athlete, you have connections. If you want to do something, they're gonna put you in place to do that. That is a fact, and you know that, Jonathan. And you
As
know
long as you
that.
don't burn, as long as you don't burn them bridges,
But they
yeah,
ain't burning
yeah.
bridges. They can burn bridges and still get help. That's not the problem. You're a college athlete. You went to a high profile school. You are getting help. We will help you. Where you want to be. Where you want to be. It does not matter. You know that, Jonathan. You know that. You know that for a fact. Because we talked about that. And you have friends that are in that situation.
Got a
Would you
couple friends.
agree? In life, you
Yes.
don't get what you deserve. You get
Mm,
what you negotiate.
I agree. I agree. So, I mean, yes, I just don't like that they don't stay at the school. And I think as a former athlete, hey, I did 2 years and transferred somewhere else, but I just think, hey, why can't you stay at the school?
Because at the
So,
end of the day, it's a business. And it's
but
a
it's not
business,
supposed to
but no,
be.
no,
That's
no.
the
But
part. It's
look,
not supposed to be. They're supposed to be going
it's
to
not if
school.
if it's supposed to be if it's supposed to be or if it's not, it's a business. And then when they passed the legislation to allow NIL to become a thing, it became a business from everybody's perspective. Everybody's perspective is different. From the school, yeah, it's a business. We're trying to get, the best talent to put on the field, the best product to put on the field so we can get dollars from donors, from boosters, and everything like that. The student athlete, hey, I'm trying to get the most money I can get for myself to make a better career for my family and for their life. The coach is just trying to win games so they don't get fired. So we have multiple different perspectives that we're looking at, but everybody is in a business right now to
That's
where
why the
everybody is
kids
trying to
slow
win
now.
right now.
That's why they slow now because they worried about money. Anybody worried about their education. That's why they could barely
Man, they
read.
ain't just started being slow.
You said what? But what'd you
They,
say?
they didn't just start it. They didn't just
Right.
start being slow.
Right. Jeez.
Oh
That didn't
I'm just
just
man,
trying. I'm
start.
just trying to keep the kids educated. That's what it is for
Okay,
me. The
but
education.
go
AI is
educate them
changing
then. Go educate
education.
them.
AI has introduced a study mode into their algorithms.
I saw that.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
AI has introduced a study and learn mode into the computer.
This is true.
Education is antiquated. The
Mm-hmm.
education system in America is outdated.
Yeah.
And so
Agreed.
we got to we got to roll with the wave, roll with the tide.
Roll with
Mm.
the tide. Shout out to Alabama.
Have a
Man, but that's
robot doing
real
your
though.
homework in study hall. That's what's going.
Nobody was doing their homework in study hall anyway. You know that.
Study
Whatever.
hall is right here on that little phone.
Say, man, okay. Okay.
Ah, yeah, and
All
then
right.
hey, and then next is high school kids next. High school kids are
High school
next,
kids are
and
already
that's
in it. They already
yeah,
in some states. The NIL been approved. I believe it's Florida, and I believe I want to say Texas, but I know Florida.
yeah.
I believe that they
I
went ahead
see
and approved that
Texas
thing.
doing it. I see Texas
Hmm.
doing it for sure.
Hey
But
man, at the end
I
of
don't know, it's
business,
scary. It's scary. It's scary.
big business. Because Britt, one thing I saw the other day in Georgia, Buford, Georgia, Dad, $62 million stadium they just rolled out. $62 million
High
stadium
school.
facility, high school.
I mean, that's nothing compared to what Allen be doing out here.
Man,
Allen,
I thought Allen was a million. I thought that was a million that they put down on that stadium.
I would say the first one, they redid that
Oh,
stadium like a couple times. And then there's
yeah, because
one
it had a
out in
crack
Fort
in it,
they got
which is
one out in
crazy.
Fort Worth. It might be Alito or it's like AR, but it's some big old stadiums here for sure. There is some. And
Mm,
here in Texas, growing up, I learned that every high school has their own stadium. And so it's like, oh, we don't just
mm.
share a stadium with these. It used to be like, oh, you share the stadium with these schools. But now it's not like that no more. Every high school has its own stadium.
Oh
Like
yeah.
when I was a junior, my senior year in high school, they redid our school, and that was a $60 million project. That was just
Mm.
a school. That was just a school. So,
Shoot.
Entertainment
yeah.
pays.
Mhm.
Entertainment
Always
pays.
does.
Always.
If you want to understand the law, follow the money trail.
Mm.
Mhm.
Just follow the money trail. There's a lot of money in athletics.
Yeah,
There's a
for
lot of
sure.
money. There's a because IMG Academy down in Bradenton, Florida, has seen a total investment of $198 million. Okay, so yeah, entertainment definitely pays, and raising up these athletes, and being able to have an athlete that potentially can give a kickback and say, "Thanks for helping me become a Division I athlete. Thanks for helping me make it to the pros."
It's like, oh, how many years you play? One. That's crazy.
Hey, hey,
Well, at least
I
at
didn't
least you
play.
played.
I didn't play.
Uh,
what you got, Dad?
no, at least you gotta applaud the people that make it, even if they made it for a minute.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
there are many who have the dream and never make it. So
That's
it's
true.
it's a phenomenal game, and when we look at the law and look at the money of it, it'll all make sense. But the more we teach our kids and our people how to manage money and understand the game of capitalism, the
Mm,
better chance we're going to have at a quality life in America.
I love it, man. I love it. I love it. I
Great,
love it,
great closing.
man.
I love that.
Man, amazing, amazing. Attorney Fred Jones, man, Dad. As always, it's a pleasure to have you on. And family, if you if you are just looking for some legal representation, you're looking for some legal insight, looking for some legal guidance, go to fredjoneslaw.com. That's fredjoneslaw.com, and then you can be able to book a consult with our own attorney Fred Jones here. And Dad, anything else you want to say just to close it out?
No, thank you for the opportunity to share today. And remember, follow the money trail and you'll understand the law.
All right.
There it
Thank
is. There it
you.
is. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we're going to be right back with more Speaker Success in the Morning. Do you want to feel confident in your skin every day? Introducing Skin Rituals, a luxury home-based skin studio that specializes in hyperpigmentation, acne, and personalized treatments for every skin type. Owned by solo esthetician and registered nurse Courtney Durham, Skin Rituals is all about curating facial treatments designed just for you. Hydrate, brighten, nourish, and soothe your skin with expert care and cutting-edge techniques that promote natural healing. Whether you're looking for a relaxing facial or a transformative chemical peel, Skin Rituals offers results-driven treatment tailored to your needs. With over 7 years of experience, Courtney's goal is to help you safely achieve the healthy skin that you deserve. At Skin Rituals, we believe that taking care of your skin is an investment in your confidence. Book your appointment today and leave every session feeling grateful for the choice that you made to take care of yourself. Skin Rituals, because your skin deserves the very best. All right, family, welcome back. Speaker Success in the Morning, 6:55, 55 minutes after the hour. Britt, man,
What's
felt
up?
like we were like in a little sparring match or something. Hey,
Hey,
hop
I
in
ain't
the
never been
ring.
to court before, but I got to, go back and forth with the lawyer. That was cool.
That's so
in
funny.
another world, it would have been, lawyer Brittany. attorney Britt.
Really? Did you
Yeah,
ever? You never? You really wanted to be an attorney?
I did consider going to law school.
Oh wow. What was the pivot though? Why you say, not for me?
I don't know, too much school.
I can see that. Yeah,
I was
Girl
like,
said,
you
I'm
know
done.
what? I'm done. Yeah.
Show
Once
me
you
the
finish high school,
cameras.
fun. High school, done. College, another. I gotta do this again. And then
Okay,
after that,
so
I
I
gotta do it.
graduated.
And then after this, I
Graduated
gotta do
again.
it again. Okay. Yeah, no. And then
And then I got to take another
voluntarily,
test. No.
voluntarily going back to school. I applaud y'all so much.
Real deal. Holyfield, man. Real
Real
deal.
deal.
But
I mean, hey,
yeah,
it all
man.
works out. You know the law. You know the law. And
Mm,
that'll always be on your side. So yeah.
fair enough. Fair enough.
But
So,
yeah. I know you feel good. Had your daddy on
Chanel.
your side defending you today.
Oh, wow. Yeah, right. Yeah,
Yeah.
right. We've talked about it. We've talked about it.
We
These people
have, and
just
then you
don't
be
think they get
quiet, and you be getting
jobs.
quiet. You don't say nothing.
I'm done
You
waiting
and
for my
phone, you
chance.
phone Fred, and now,
Uh,
yeah, now,
I'm double dutching. I'm waiting for my chance to slide in. Double dutching.
right, yeah.
That's the
But
only
I
jump rope I've
mean,
been doing.
yeah.
Hey, man. It is what it is, man. It is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, they gonna put some
So,
regulations out on kids for sure. But
well, yeah,
so
they're
what?
gonna put regulations out to where the rules are gonna change in the college's favor. But
Right.
they can't catch up now because they're doing it's like trying to like juggling. It's like one thing comes in, and then something
Mm-hmm.
else comes in, So now they gotta slow it down just to be able to catch up. But I think we're probably 3 to 5 years out before they really put in some other
Have you seen the
regulations.
comments? Look at the comments. Lauren King is going crazy in the comments.
Yeah, I've been seeing Lauren go crazy. Lauren been going
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah,
She has some
LOL
good points in here
only
too.
qualifications to work in player development is to be a former P4 athlete. Mm,
Well, that's
the only
easy.
qualify. But just because you got the qualifications don't mean you're gonna get the job though. But that's another
Whatever,
part.
Jonathan.
That's another
Whatever.
no, that seriously is another part. You know you gotta have relationship. But
Yeah,
let
that's
me
easy. They
see.
got the
But
relationship.
let me say what I'm about to say. See, let me say what I'm about to say. You wouldn't cut me
What?
off. Let me say what
Mm-hmm.
I was about to say. But yeah, you could be a former P4 and you could have the relationship. But yeah, you can skip the line with the relationship. But still, if you're not doing the job, then you out of there. Or if the head coach is out of there, then you typically are out of there too. You know you're gonna clean house, clean shop.
Okay,
So
but the
yeah, it
point
takes
is,
more than
they got in
takes
there.
more than a relationship. So people don't deserve a chance for a job to prove themselves. People don't deserve a chance.
Yeah, they deserve a chance.
Okay, then what if
But
they get in there and they do the thing?
just how I said about the podcast community, how the celebrities they just come in, they slap their face on something, and then they promote it, and then they say, "Oh, I got a podcast. Oh, I look what I got on my podcast. I got Tyler Perry. I got whoever, whatever celebrity, Shaq, Andrew, whoever. Well, duh, you have the connection for that. Of course
But
you can
yes,
get those people. I got Kelly Rowland. I got Well, of course you can do that. You have the connections of the world and in your phone. So it's
don't
like,
be bitter, Brittany.
I don't think that's being bitter. I think it's the fact that they just slap their name on something and then there's no originality to anything.
And then it don't last. Those celebrities who have podcasts, those podcasts die slowly. It's just they make a lot of noise when they announce it, when they launch it,
Right.
but when it dies, it goes off quietly. So they out the
Mm-hmm.
game. They out the game. In and out. Bing bam boom. They deserve a chance.
But the consequences are applied. Okay, Lauren, I like that.
Well,
That
Lauren
is true.
Kang, bringing the boys
Yeah,
to the
Lauren
party.
King got here. Yeah, she's
All
like,
right, man. All right, man. Let's get ready to get out of here.
so
Let's get ready to get out of here.
what's your midweek checkup touch point? What's your midweek touch
Yeah,
point?
what you mean? Today's Thursday. Today's
I
Thursday.
know.
We don't got no movie.
I
Yeah.
mean,
I was in the pool.
Have you worked
I was in the
out?
pool. I was in the pool with my
Did you
son the other
swim?
day.
Well, you didn't swim.
Ish.
Nah, you
Ish. I'm
bouncing
still trying to
around being
I'm still trying to
in
find
the
I'm still
pool
trying to
being 6'5" is crazy.
first of all, okay.
You're just
First of
standing
all,
in the water.
hey, we big in the water, we big out the water. You understand me? But the thing that I'm just trying to find is like what's something that I can do physical that doesn't apply a lot of pressure to my back. Cause like I still like my lower right side of my back.
Swimming.
Like
Swim. You can swim. You can do laps. You can since you're going to the pool anyway.
run in the pool. I run in the pool every time.
Yeah.
Well, I'm helping my
That's
son.
the
Yeah,
That's the
in
best
between.
one.
But I didn't. I mean, I know that used to be a thing, the pool workouts, but I didn't really see the
They
benefit of
say
pool workouts.
those are the best workouts. If
They
Michael
say
Phelps
it,
did it, you should do it. The
but
athletes
how
do
do you
those.
measure? I mean, yeah, they do, but how do you really measure effectiveness with the pool workout?
I don't know, Jonathan. Look it up and try it. Ask the person at the
Exactly.
pool. Ask the person at the
They
pool.
don't know. They
Yeah, they
doing kiddie
do.
swim lessons.
Yeah,
No,
they
doing
do.
kiddie swim lessons. Anyway, so yeah, that's my check. I'm gonna do more stretching today, and I might do like some little burpees or something, to where I do like a light jump. I don't really jump, but I'll do
Maybe you
that.
need to hit that downward.
I'll do
That was
some.
that the upward dog when you go like this when your hands are stretched out. Yeah, downward dog, upward.
I mean, I'm gonna do some back stretches today. Period. Because I don't like the way my back feels. So I'm gonna do some back stretches and yeah, and then outside of that, then I'm gonna do some burpees. Lauren King said, "This is how I find out Jonathan 6'5". Yeah, Lauren King, we big
Oh
outside. You know what I'm
yeah.
talking about? We big outside. Yeah. Well, what's your fitness? What's your fitness? What's your check in? Talk to the people.
I've been doing my thing, got this
Mm,
wedding, not my wedding, but going to a wedding at the end of the month.
mm.
So, just trying to make sure I look right in a dress. So. And
That's what's
overall
up.
health. And overall health. Sorry. Overall
Yeah,
health
man.
as well.
Health
You
is
could do
important.
Pilates. Yeah, Jonathan. Pilates. That'll you really your back will love that for sure.
Talking
It's a
about
lot of stretching.
P90, like P90X,
Just Pilates,
or
man. Just Pilates. None of that. Just look up Pilates.
I look up some. I
Yeah.
know some of them. I used
But
to
I've
watch
been
some of
doing
the
my
dudes doing them.
walking. I've been doing my walking, and
Oh, well, that's
that
good.
is about it. That's about it.
All you gotta do is walk outside in Texas and you'll lose 5 pounds.
Hey, driving home
Just
yesterday, it
walk
was a
outside.
hundred. It was 102, and it was a lady
Cooked.
outside. She had her Air Max Pro, the ones that go over your head, and she was jogging 102 weather, and somebody had a
Nah,
dog outside, and I was like, it's hot.
you
My
different for
dog is
that. You
tired.
are different for that. I gotta give it to you. I gotta. If you
When
out
I see
here
people,
jogging
when I see people
in a
out in the
hundred
heat
degree
jogging,
weather,
I'm like, they gotta come from the military. They're different.
the way that because they do be jogging in them suits,
Yeah, they be in the
suits,
military.
suits,
What?
boots, and get out of
Weights?
here.
They be having
Get
weight
out of
jackets on. They
here.
be having all that stuff on. I be like, man. And she was just
Oh,
jogging. She was just jogging 102 degrees yesterday. Coming home. Came home like 4:30. I was like, Jesus. It's
you
hot.
can't judge. I mean, this type of weather, people, yeah, people. I just can't see people running and all that
Yeah.
though.
When the
That's a lot.
weatherman tells you to stay in because it's hot, you stay in. Okay.
Brittany, you know what you should join the Dallas Run It Up Club. The Run It Up
I'm
Dallas.
not joining
You
a
follow them on
run
Instagram?
club.
You
No,
seen
I
them on
can run
Instagram?
right here around my block 4 times. That's 2 miles. I'm good to go.
You seen them on Instagram? I was like, oh wow, everybody running naked. This is crazy.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm like, you should
I was
join. Tell
like,
me, I don't want to join that. I'm like, why
no,
am
I
I
should not join.
paying?
No.
I'm not doing
How
that.
you even know if they pay? I don't think they pay. I think they just show up and just run. But I seen them. I was like, I looked at the picture. I was like, what are y'all doing? Y'all sure y'all just running? This is crazy.
Yeah,
This is crazy.
yeah.
They need to all just hook. Everybody need to just hook up with somebody and just start dating
Men
somebody to run.
ain't, they ain't got no shirts on. The girls ain't got no clothes on. So it's
I was like,
like,
oh wow,
nah, I don't want to be with that. I
this is
cannot.
crazy.
Yeah.
But
And
hey,
most of the
hey,
and most of
kudos
those
to them for
and
creating a movement. Kudos to
yeah,
them.
whatever. And most of those people aren't even probably from Dallas. That's the crazy part. Cause nobody does that. Nobody
Why
does
you
that.
gotta be from Dallas to run around naked? That's crazy.
I didn't
You could
say
be from
run
anywhere.
around naked. I'm just saying, like, that's not a Dallas thing. Is what I'm saying. That's not a Dallas thing. Like, people aren't just like,
Oh,
hey, let's get together and run.
I ain't seen running
Dallas
be
is like,
popular.
let's get together. Let's go play some basketball. Let's
Let's
go
get
do
together
something.
and go to Sunday Fun Day. Dallas running hadn't been popular in Dallas since Kevin Hart came down here and did that run at Trinity Groves.
Oh, with the
That's
Nike
when,
one.
yeah, that because I went out there and ran, and I ain't ran in for years. That boy came out there and ran
See,
like a
you're not from
5K.
Dallas.
Nah, what? But I got out there and I got active though.
Yeah.
I got out there and got active. People out there got left. I said, let me cook y'all real quick.
And
Still
cook
got it, baby.
yourself because you were tired.
Nah, I mean, yeah, I was tired, but I mean, I made it. I finished.
Mm,
There's a lot of people that didn't. Then Kevin Hart went back there. Hey, come on, guys, you're doing great. Like Kevin, cheer me on. No, don't cheer on everybody.
cheer
Else. Cheer me
me
on.
on.
Cheer me on. Anyway, man, let's get
Yeah.
that. Producer Britt, what you got for the final word today? What's the final word for the people, Britt? What you got
What's
for
my
the people?
final word? What's my final
After they make sure that they subscribe to the channel Speaker Success Media. Of course, we're
Yep.
on all your listening providers, Apple, Spotify, all that jazz. Producer Britt got a new show, Touche Podcast. Tap in, tap in, tap in, tap in, and then tell a friend to tap in.
Yeah,
What you got,
yeah, yeah.
Producer Britt? Final word for the
So my final
people.
word for today. So yesterday I was very excited because I got approved to do a project at work
Mm,
without some contractors. And so it's something that I've been, I've done projects in the past, but I haven't necessarily been over it. And I would say lead, like super
mm,
lead, like, no one is above me on
super
this one. It's
duper.
just me.
Super
And
duper.
so me and my team, and so I would say I'm always striving to have more responsibility,
You are.
and something that something that I pray for, because I love to be in leadership roles because I know that I am a natural leader, or just yeah, natural leader. And my final word would be continue to believe in yourself and show up for yourself and never give up, and always stay positive, always stay positive, because there was a slight moment where I wasn't believing in myself, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm about
Mm,
to I'm pulling out the resume, I'm about to post this mug, but just that belief within my manager, and he was, he believed that I could do it and get it done at the end of the month. That meant a lot to me. So continue to believe in yourself, continue to show up for yourself, put in the time for yourself to get the outcome that you want, because nobody is going to save you. Okay,
mm.
so save
Mm.
yourself and do the best that you can.
There
Bye.
it is.
Yep, yep,
Nobody
yep.
gonna save it. Them lights come on. Hey, but family, man, Producer Britt couldn't say any better, man. Shout out to her. Believe in yourself. That's good, man. That's good. Yeah, let's keep it rolling. Family, remember, remember, remember. Speak your success, believe in your greatness, and continue to create the life and business of your dreams. Why would you and why should you live any other